What's going on, everybody? Pop Principal here with another Funko Pop review. And today we have the glow in the dark Khonshu exclusive. Not even sure where this exactly came from. I don't know if it was Hot Topic or Box. Oh, yeah, it was Box Lunch, I believe. That's right. It was a Box Lunch exclusive. I actually got these third party from Baylot, I believe it's called. I got him and Moon Knight there, so I don't even have the Hot Topic or the Box Lunch sticker. But same exact pop, glows in the whole 9 yards. Now, if you're not familiar with Moon Knight, Khonshu was one of the main characters, basically the one of the voices in Moon Knight's head, and the person who was kind of driving him and giving him direction and how to go about the adventures in the show. So, really, really interesting. He ultimately had a huge role in the show. Not maybe just a little too big for me. I thought they could have played a little bit more into the Moon Knight character, but hopefully we get a second season so we don't have to be left with so much Khonshu and not as much of Moon Knight, in my opinion. So hopefully the next appearance we see of Moon Knight is really deep in or diving deep into his actual story. So let's get right into an out-of-box look. And here we have an out-of-box look at Khonshu, one of a very dope-looking pop. I believe Khonshu is about 4+ inches. He's a little bit bigger than a normal, typical 3-inch pop. As you can see, he has the typical, at this point, Moon Knight type theme garb. His coat is pretty much made of mummy wrapping, along with his body being wrapped in quote-unquote mummy wrapping. You see the half moon on his chest in gold, the silver belt buckle, I'll call it. I'm not 100% sure what you call it. And you see the back of his arms, very detailed in this off-white coloring. The shoes as well are his sandals or shoes. I don't even know what you call them, sandal shoes, whatever you want to call them. His staff in that silver with the gold highlights, and the big, huge head that he has, which glows pretty bright. If you guys have it, it glows very bright. I'm not sure if that's just because this came out so recently or what, but really pops in the dark, I will say. So if you guys are looking for this pop, I'm not even sure if you can find it on Box Lunch at this point, or if you just have to go to eBay or some type of third party reseller. So very dope looking pop. I really enjoyed this. I was super excited when I saw this pop, and I was not disappointed when I got it in hand. I love all the little details. It really looks like a skull. His head mold really looks like a skull. You see all the little color variations and crevice in those eyes. They go deep in his head and make it really stand out and pop. So I appreciate this pop a lot. They do have a few other iterations of Khonshu. I wasn't huge on those. I'm pretty pleased with this one. I'm glad they didn't make him as small as they made Ahmet. They made him a little bit bigger than the traditional 3-inch pop. And if you watch the show, he's way bigger. He probably could have been a 6-inch pop, but they might have been doing a little too much. Hopefully we get more iterations of Khonshu in the future, because really dope, really, really dope pop. And he has a huge role in Moon Knight. So let's get. And here we have a comparison shot of Khonshu and Ahmet, the Egyptian gods that we came to know in the Moon Knight series. Khonshu is huge compared to Ahmet as far as pops go, but in the show, the discrepancy in size was not that different. In fact, I want to say they were on eye level, pretty much the same size the whole time, even whenever they began to fight and got a lot bigger, pyramid size, I should say. They both were the same size. There was no real size discrepancy. So I was a little shocked. It's a little jarring to look at how small she is compared to how big he is, especially how petite her body is and how brooding his body is. It's like, that's not as accurate as it could be. She should be a lot bigger. But I don't know if it was because of her design. It might have been a little too much to make her that size. Maybe it wasn't. I don't know. I don't even want to make up anything. But hopefully, if we get another appearance of Ahmet, we will get a little bit bigger version of her rather than such a smaller version that we've gotten this far. So, with that being said, I appreciate you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, tune in. More reviews to come in the future. Pop Principal out.